In this video, I'm going to share something really important and hopefully it can spark a little inspiration or even some motivation for you guys to start. Think of any skill in the world. Like think of something that you've always dreamed of doing. Maybe that's playing an instrument. Maybe that's learning a new language. Maybe that's starting a YouTube channel. Whatever it is out there, they are all skills. And if you have a brain and if you can understand this video, or even you don't even need to understand this video, right? If you don't speak English, it's fine. But you have the capabilities to learn that skill. No matter where you are, no matter how old you are, you can learn anything that you want. And it might sound scary at first because obviously you're going to be terrible at it once you start because you're going to have no idea what you're doing. But every single day that you practice your skill, you will get better. And it might not even seem like it. Just yesterday, and this is why I actually decided to record this video, I was watching my old YouTube videos on my other channel and they were uploaded like 5 months ago and I was just like, dude, this is just terrible. Like honestly, I had no energy in my voice. The editing was so bad. I thought, how could people ever watch this? And at the time when I uploaded that video, I was like, this is a masterpiece, right? I was so proud of myself. And then I got no views and I was like, dude, what? Like, why am I getting no views? So just zooming out a little, that was 5 months ago. And that just goes to show how much even if I'm not a professional yet, how much I've improved. I've improved significantly and it can all happen really fast, especially like a beginner. Obviously you'll get diminishing returns like as you further progress, but at the start, it's like the gym. You'll get an insane amount of progress and then you just gotta like stick to it pretty much, right? Now I'm just gonna go over because a lot of people, I feel like are held back a lot because I mean, it does sound a bit daunting trying to learn a new skill. And I know a lot of people don't like being bad at things. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to go through the trial and error, the flips and flops and the constant failing, getting yelled at if you know you're getting coached or whatever. I get it. It's scary. It's very daunting. But even everyone in that certain skill, whoever you look up to or whoever's like coaching you or teaching you, they were at your exact level. You are exactly where they were, being a basic, just a beginner, right? So everyone's been through that. It shouldn't be too daunting. And of course, it can be really daunting, especially if you're learning this skill in like a group setting, because there's a lot of classes like that. I'm pretty sure like if you're trying to learn fighting, like they're all in a group setting and it can be very intimidating because the people around you, even though you're in the same class as them and you should be at the same level, they're probably 10 times better than you because they've actually, you know, they've spent a good amount of time. They've probably already got the basics down and you don't even know the basics, right? But trust me, there is no better feeling than actually starting the skill that you have always dreamed of acquiring. And a lot of skills can actually change your life, even if it's just like a hobby at first. In this day and age, every single hobby can be monetized. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be as random as, I don't know, leaf collecting. It can be as random as pottery. I don't know. Like every single skill is monetizable and you don't even have to make content about it. Content is only one of the many other ways that you can actually monetize these skills and hobbies, right? You can teach people, you can coach people once you're like really good. You can start a business around that skill. Like there's so many opportunities and it can all unfold, but you just need to start learning it first. And honestly, learning it is the hardest part. Actually monetizing it is honestly probably the easiest part, right? And even like a lot of people might think, oh, I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. Or maybe you don't even have the time. Let's go over the money problem first. Now, I'm not saying this goes for like every single skill because you might actually need to pay for like coaching or, you know, lessons or whatever. For example, if you want to do horse riding, you obviously can't just start horse riding in your backyard and watch YouTube videos on it. But if it's something like an instrument, right? Or something like sales or content creation, you don't need to pay for all these fancy courses. And if it's an instrument, you can just pick up the instrument at the start and just watch some YouTube tutorials, right? You don't really need lessons straight away. You can just get started on YouTube for the first few months. Like you don't have to wait until you have enough money for lessons, right? You can just pick up your instrument right now, learn on YouTube for a while until, you know, you're really confident and you're really motivated. And if you still enjoy it after that, then you can go ahead and invest a bit of money into private lessons, right? If you're trying to learn sales or whatever, you can just pick up a book for $20 and just start learning from that. You don't need to spend thousands and thousands on mentors and courses courses. There's plenty of free resources out there on YouTube. Like, a lot of people post free courses, right? Maybe they might not be as good as the $1,000 courses, but what matters is that you're actually starting, right? That's my whole point. Of course, you should probably invest in learning these skills, right? It will accelerate the process significantly. But what I'm specifically talking about today in this video is just starting, right? You just need to start. No matter where or how or what you do to start, as long as you start, you are winning. Now let's get into the time problem, because obviously you probably have every single hour of your day already filled up. It's just, everything's just piling in. You got work, maybe you're studying, you've got relationships, you might have a family. Because this skill, it has never been a part of your like day-to-day life, it honestly feels like it physically cannot fit in. Like, no matter what you do, it just can't fit in. But I feel like it's just because it's something new and it's, you know, it's never been a part of your day-to-day life. That could be a reason why it might feel that way. But of course, it is very understandable. We all get very busy. You guys probably actually do not have the time to learn a new skill. But if you guys have watched my previous videos, you guys probably guess exactly what I'm going to say. And it doesn't matter how much time you spend on it. What actually matters is being consistent. There you go, guys. Consistency. If there's one thing that you take from any of my videos, it's this. I'm sure, like, if you look at your screen time, you've at least got 4 hours daily on that. Be honest with yourself. Even if it's 1 hour, right? If you think it's pretty good at 1 hour, then you surely got 5 minutes to spare, right? But if you're like, no, I don't have time to go on my phone. Okay, fine. Look at your screen time. If you've got even 30 minutes daily usage, I'm sure you could scrape off 5 minutes to put time into learning your new skill. But if you're someone with, like, I think the average is way higher than 4 hours, but 4 hours daily screen time, you could easily cut that down by an hour and put that hour towards learning a new skill very easily. And of course, things come up. Like, it's not like you're going to be doing it in an hour a day. Motivation comes and goes. There'll be some days where you just want to practice your new skill for like 5 minutes because you just can't be bothered. And life happens too, right? Things might pop up randomly. You might not have any time at all in that specific day, but it doesn't matter how much time you spend on it. You just need to be consistent. Some days you'll spend 5 minutes, some days you'll spend 5 hours, but as long as you're doing it every single day, you will 100% and you'll drastically improve. Just give it 6 months. You'll be amazed at how far you have come. And then give it 6 more months after that. And the progress is just out of this world. I've experienced it, and I'm not even like at the professional level yet at content creation. And I've already experienced this. I would still honestly classify myself as a beginner. Maybe just getting out of being a beginner, right? I've been doing content for 2 years. Well, technically I started 10 years ago, but like, I never really took anything seriously. I didn't edit, didn't do any thumbnails, didn't do any planning. I was just like 10 years old, just recording. That's besides the point. I started 2 years ago, and looking at my videos from only like 5 months ago, I was already over a year and a half in. And comparing that point to now, I've made some significant improvements. Like, it is just insane. I've honestly almost 10x'd from my previous level. So don't be afraid to start. It can be very scary. You're going to be very bad at the skill, but trust me, give it some time, work on it every single day, and you'll be amazed at how far you've actually come. But anyways, that's all for today's video. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to chuck a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.